By 1971, Bruce Lee was on a cusp of superstardom, but a few months before his big movies that made him larger than life worldwide, from Hong Kong to Canada to the States to Europe to points east, west, south, north. But he did a TV series. He sort of had a cameo role as a trainer for a man who ended up blind and became a private investigator. And you're saying to yourself, is this the plot for like a Daredevil knockoff? Well, for a lot of people, it was. Now, today, we're going to be talking about a very interesting James Franciscus show called Longstreet. Now, Longstreet is one of the first shows I watched as a young child growing up in Northern New Brunswick. It came out in 1971. Now, this American police procedural was broadcast on ABC in the 71-72 season, and a 90-minute pilot movie of the same name aired prior to the debut of the series as an ABC movie in a week in February of 71. Now, the series starred, again, the up-and-coming James Franciscus of Beneath the Planet of the Apes fame as an insurance investigator, Mike Longstreet. After a bomb hidden in a champagne bottle kills his wife Ingrid and leaves him blind, the title character pursues and captures the killers. He then continues his career as an insurance investigator despite his blindness. Longstreet's seeing eye dog was a white German shepherd called Pax, or Peace. The series was set in New Orleans, but was actually filmed in L.A. Now, mystery fiction novelist Bernard Kendrick was credited in each episode as the creator of the source material for the series. Although his character, Captain Duncan McLean, had little in common with Longstreet, aside from both being blind private detectives. Now, Bruce Lee appeared in 4 episodes as Li Shun, an antiques dealer and Jeet Kune Do expert who becomes Longstreet's martial arts instructor. Now, WikiQuote has numerous quotations from Li Shun's teachings, and versions of this can be seen in a very interesting interview with Pierre Berton on the Pierre Berton Show with Bruce Lee around the same time. Now, 23 episodes of the show were aired before it was canceled in 1972. Now, again, Longstreet, James Franciscus, Nikki Bell, Marilyn Mason, 22 episodes, Duke Page, Peter Mark Richmond, 20 episodes, Mrs. Kingston, Ann Doran, 17 episodes, and of course, Bruce Lee. Now, executive producer for this was Sterling Sullivan from Edling Productions, Corskin Productions, and Paramount Network Television, shown on ABC September 16, 71 to August 10, 72. Now, team music composer, the very important and a very underrated Oliver Nelson. Now, again, I watched the show as best I could at the time, and I found it was like a straight procedural, kind of like Ironside meets a late model, early model Barnaby Jones with a little bit of Columbo. Now, the show itself, it would have been better if somebody like a Sam Elliott or one of the emergency crew, like the men, would put it together. But for me, it worked because James Franciscus was a very good actor, and he was believable in a part, and a very, very kind of Robert Redford style of handsomeness. And too bad Franciscus never really had big success, but you can only go so far. If you look like Robert Redford and act like him, it's okay if you're Robert Redford. But Franciscus, sometimes you couldn't act his way out of a paper bag. It's too bad. And if you watch Beneath the Planet of the Apes, you know what I'm talking about. So I give the show itself about 3 stars out of 5. Bruce Lee's appearances are worth it. The episodes are available on DVD throughout North America, and I think in Europe as well. So check it out. But I think the reason why they put Bruce Lee in the series, they were hoping to sell it more internationally, but Bruce Lee wasn't fully Bruce Lee at the time. He should have been. And even in syndication later on, it didn't really catch on, did it? I think only one Canadian mystery, channel has shown it for the last 10 years in North America. So it's not really something that people look back to with longing. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing with our Vintage TV podcast, let us know what a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Thanks for listening. Bye.